I'm going to Grandma's. Bye.
Why are you going to Grandma's?
Yeah.
Why? Why can't you stay here with Mommy?
I can't.
Why?
Work.
Where does Mommy have to go?
Do work.
To work?
Yeah. Work.
Alright, so I just dropped Dexter off at his grandma's so I can go to work today. Hopefully my camera won't fall while I'm filming today. Just had a couple things to vlog about. Not really anything serious, just a couple little things. First thing I'm gonna vlog about is 32 weeks pregnant, and yeah. Let me fix my camera. There we go. See, I knew it'd fall. I am 32 weeks pregnant as of Saturday. This coming Saturday, I'll be 33. Had a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. Sometimes I get these migraines where I'll see like stars in front, and I'll get tunnel vision and see stars and like lose complete peripheral vision and all that stuff. Well, I asked my doctor about it, and he said the only thing we need to worry about is if you see like stars on the side and black up front, which it was the opposite, the other way around. It was stars in front, black on the side. And so it's really nothing to worry about. He said that I just haven't like doing too much. So they put me on, what did he say? Not bed rest, but sorry. When I get to this stop sign up here, I'll fix it where it won't fall. Not on bed rest, but on like limited activity or light activity or something along those lines. So I haven't really been doing that much like I used to, I guess, which really drives me insane. But I literally physically cannot do it. Like, I physically cannot move some of the boxes that we need to unpack, and I physically cannot, where's the stop sign so I can fix this? Like, I physically cannot do that. Like, I just can't. There's no way possible for me to. Like, wow. It seems really dark, and if it's dark, I'm sorry. That's just what I gotta work with. I can't run a blinker probably, but that's okay. I don't like that it's shooting out most of my window, but whatever, that's all I gotta work with too. So yeah, I'm on limited activity, which means I can still do some stuff, and I can still, it's basically like light bed rest. I don't know. It's stupid. Anyway, yeah, she's head down and all that good stuff. I have heartburn really, really bad today and yesterday, and that needs to stop as soon as possible because I don't like the heartburn. That sucks. Just realized I'm gonna be late for work. That sucks. That's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but there's really nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna be late. Had to drop Dexter off at the sitter. I don't normally work on Wednesday. I think today's Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. I don't normally work on Wednesdays at all. And I'm working 2 to 10 today, and I had to take him to a sitter for a couple hours, and his grandma, but she lives in the next town, which is about 10 minutes from where I work, and there's no way I could get there sooner because she was running errands, and they're just gonna have to deal with it. Nothing I can do except get there when I get there. Anyway, okay, another thing. There is this picture floating around on the intranet. of Dexter with his, I don't know well, what used to be pet chicken. When we lived in New York, we had little baby chicks. And when we moved back to Oklahoma, we lived in a neighborhood and we couldn't have them. So, of course, we gave them away and we got rid of them. But before, I did move them back. I did. They rode in my car on the trailer while we rode in the big moving truck. But, so he was probably 1.5. It was, okay, he turned 1 in 2011, so it was probably March. No, it wasn't even that late. It was probably, I don't know. I know it was spring, but I don't know exactly. I'll have to look in the album that they're in, but it's him in his Easter outfit letting his little chicken smell a flower. And that picture, my sister put it on her Reddit one day because she thought it was cute. That picture has gone crazy. I don't know if I'd say viral because I don't necessarily think it's gone viral or consider it viral, but it's everywhere. Like, I always get texts from my friends saying, oh, look, so-and-so sent me this asking if that's your kid. Well, it's my kid. The picture of the little boy squatting, holding a chicken, smelling a flower is my son. So, I have proof it's my son. I took the picture. I will put it at the end of this video, the actual picture, unedited everything. I'll even put other pictures that were taken with that picture to prove that it is my son. But it's a cute picture. It's a really cute picture. My sister put it on Reddit and everyone's like, oh my gosh. I think the greatest comment on Reddit so far was a baby Chris Farley. That was hilarious. But he's cute. It's a cute picture. What else was I gonna talk about? I always start the video and I can't remember what I was gonna talk about. I have all these things running through my mind, and I'm really grumpy today for some reason. Like, very, very grumpy. I don't know if it's because I have heartburn. I don't know if it's because Emma is up in my right ribs and won't move. I don't know if it's because I'm just tired. I don't know if it's because people, like, really, really made me angry this morning, first thing. I don't know what the deal is. But I am trying really hard not to be grumpy. And vlogging helps me not be grumpy, so you're welcome. Or thanks. Whichever. I don't know. I am the only person who determines how my day is. That's me. I determine whether I'm going to be grumpy. I determine whether I'm going to be happy. I determine whether I'm going to be mad, sad, whatever, and I choose to be happy. I'm happy, but I'm grumpy, and it's probably because I can't breathe, honestly. Because if you had a fetus in your ribs and you couldn't breathe, you'd probably be a little bit grumpy too. Apparently I'm not going fast enough because this car just passed me. Whatever. Don't you hate that? Sometimes I'll be like going over the speed limit a little bit. Like in the fast lane, which is like you can go like, I think 5 over in the fast lane. And they'll still pass me in the slow lane. I'm like, really? I'm not going fast enough for you? Whatever. It's just something that always bugs me. It also bugs me when people do nothing but drive in the fast lane, but I do. Oh well. Anyway. Yep, officially late for work right now. That's alright. It will have to do. I'm only like 5 minutes away. Not a big deal. Anyway. Oh, I remember what else I was going to say. I just, like, on the way to take Dexter to his grandma's, he was talking to me, and so I looked back at his car seat, and I think he's getting too small for it, so I'm going to have to buy him another car seat. And I'm going to have to get the new baby one, too. They're so expensive. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get him a car seat. I noticed his head is almost, like, to the point at the top where I have to get a new one. I don't know. So many rules about them. Safety rules. Remember when I was a kid, I didn't even have a car seat. I remember every summer and like holiday, I would always go visit my dad and my grandma in Arkansas, and we would meet halfway. And as soon, like, in my mom's car, we rode in the seat and we had our seatbelt on, but we were still little enough we probably needed a car seat, but we didn't have them because it was, you know, early 90s. And when we would get in the car, like, we would always meet at McDonald's and meet my grandma there, and she'd pick us up. I remember I would stand in the back floorboard and put my head right here in this little area while she drove through windy mountains to get back home. And while she did that, there were times I would be in like the back window, like I'd pretend to be a cat and like sleep in the back window, and yeah, very safe. Sarcasm. But I mean, that was just like early 90s. That's crazy how things change like that. I remember one time I fell asleep in the floorboard too, like the back floorboard and behind the driver's seat. But fun memories. Anyway, I'm pulling into work now, so I guess I wasn't really 5 minutes away. I was more like, well, 5 minutes because of a stoplight now, but more like 3 minutes. But anyway, I vlogged for 11 minutes. I think that's long enough. So I will film some tomorrow, whether it be a vlog or just extra play, and we will film tomorrow because I don't have to work tomorrow. So yay! And as soon as I can turn, I will and be at work. So I will see you guys later. Bye.